This is a lot of knocking, come to think of it. If the man were in charge of opening the gates of hell to let people in, he would have to turn the key a lot. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there, in the devil's name? Maybe it's a farmer who killed himself because grain was too cheap. You're here just in time. I hope you brought a handkerchief. You're going to sweat a lot down here. Knock, knock. Who's there, in the other devil's name? Maybe it's some slick, two-faced con man who lied under oath, but he found out that you can't lie to God, and now he's going to hell for perjury. Come on in, con man. Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Maybe it's an English tailor who liked to skimp on the fabric of people's clothes, but now the tight pants are in fashion and he can't get away with it. Come on in, tailor. You can heat up your iron up in here. Knock, knock. Never a moment of peace. Who are you? Ah, this place is too cold to be hell. I won't pretend to be the devil's porter anymore. I was going to let someone from every profession into hell. I'm coming, I'm coming. Please don't forget to leave me a tip.
Did you go to bed so late, my friend, that you're having a hard time getting up now?
That's right, sir. We were drinking until 3 a.m. And drinking, sir, makes a man do 3 things.
What 3 things does drinking make a man do?
Drinking turns your nose red and puts you to sleep, and it makes you urinate. Lust it turns on but also turns off. What I mean is, drinking stimulates desires but hinders performance. Therefore, too much drink is like a con artist. When it comes to your sex drive, it sets you up for a fall. It gets you up but keeps you from getting off. It persuades you and discourages you. It gives you an erection but does not let you keep it. If you see what I'm saying, it makes you dream about erotic experiences, but then it leaves you asleep and needing to pee.
I believe drinking did all this to you last night.
It did, sir. It got me right in the throat. But I got even with drinking. I was too strong for it. Although it weakened my legs and made me unsteady, I managed to vomit it out and lay it all on the ground.
Is your master awake? Our knocking woke him up. Here he comes. Good morning, noble sir.
Good morning to the both of you.
Is the king awake, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He commanded me to wake him up early. I've almost missed the time he requested.
I'll bring you to him.
I know the burden of hosting him is both an honor and a trouble, but that doesn't mean it's not a trouble just the same.
The work we enjoy is not really work. This is the door.
I'll wake him because that's my job. Is the king leaving here today?
He is. He told us to arrange it.
The night has been chaotic. The wind blew down through the chimneys where we were sleeping. People say they heard cries of grief in the air, strange screams of death, and terrible voices predicting catastrophes that will usher in a woeful new age. The owl made noise all night. Some people say that the earth shook it as if it had a fever.
It was a rough night.
I'm too young to remember anything like it. Oh, horror, horror, this is beyond words and beyond belief. What's the matter? The worst thing imaginable has happened. A murderer has broken into God's temple and stolen the life out of it.
What are you talking about? The life.
Do you mean the king? Go into the bedroom and see for yourself. What's in there will make you freeze with horror. Don't ask me to talk about it. Go look and then do the talking yourselves. Wake up, wake up. Ring the alarm bell. Murder and treason. Bonko, Donalby, and Malcolm, wake up. Shake off sleep, which looks like death, and look at death itself. Get up and look at this image of doomsday, Malcolm and Bonko. Get up from your beds as if you were rising out of your own graves and walk like ghosts to come witness this horror. Ring the bell. What's going on? Why is that terrifying trumpet calling together everyone who's sleeping in the house? Speak up and tell me. Oh, gentle lady, my news isn't fit for your ears. If I repeated it to you, it would kill you as soon as you heard it. Oh, Bonko, Bonko, the king has been murdered. Oh, horrible. What? In our own house?
It would be a terrible event, no matter where it happened. Dear Macduff, I beg you, tell us where you're lying and say it isn't so. If I had only died an hour before this event, I could say I had lived a blessed life, because from this moment on, there is nothing worth living for. Everything is a sick joke. The graceful and renowned king is dead. The wine of life has been poured out, and only the dregs remain.
What's wrong?
You are, but you don't know it yet. The source from which your royal blood comes has stopped.
Your royal father is murdered. Who did it?
Is it possible to be wise, bewildered, calm, furious, loyal, and neutral all at once? Nobody can do that. The violent rage inspired by my love for Duncan caused me to act before I could think rationally and tell myself to pause. There was Duncan, his white skin all splattered with his precious blood. The gashes where the knives had cut him looked like wounds to nature itself. Right next to him, I saw the murderess dripping with blood, the daggers rudely covered in gore. Who could have restrained himself, who loved Duncan and had the courage to act on it?
Help me out of here quickly. Take care of the lady.
Why are we keeping quiet? What's to say in this matter? What are we going to say? Danger may be waiting to strike us soon. Let's get out of here. We haven't even begun to weep yet. But there will be time for that later. And the time hasn't come yet for us to turn our deep grief into action.
Take care of the lady. When we're promptly dressed for the cold, let's meet and discuss this bloody crime to see if we can figure anything out. Right now, we're shaken up by fears and doubts. I'm putting myself in God's hands, and with His help, I plan to fight against the secret plot that caused this treasonous murder.
So will I.
So will we all. Let's get dressed quickly and then meet in the hall.
Agreed.
What are you going to do? Let's not stay here with them. It's easy for a liar to pretend to feel sorrow when he actually feels none. I'm going to England.
I'll go to Ireland. We'll both be safer if we go separate ways. Wherever we go, men will smile at us while hiding daggers. Our closest relatives are the ones most likely to murder us.
We haven't yet encountered that danger, and the best thing to do is avoid it entirely. With that in mind, let's get on our horses. We better not worry about saying polite goodbyes. We should just get away quickly. That's good reason to escape when there's no mercy to be found anymore.